Good morning and greetings from Northumberland on the 4th of March, another damp and dark morning. Yesterday my electricity company, which happens to be the gas company, wrote to me and told me that the bill that we receive each month is going up by approximately £50, an extra £600 or so a year unless we change our ways and use less electricity. And of course, like many people, that's a blow, and it makes us think about what we use and what we do. Of course, for other people it will be a tragedy because they rely on electricity to heat all their house. We also have oil, and there will be many people who are forced into deeper poverty because of this. And it's a terrible situation for so many people. And then I thought of the people in the dark in the Ukraine, which of course brings another perspective. Although oil and gas are relevant to that situation, because part of the reason for the invasion is the desire of Russia to have more control of natural resources and of the farming productivity of the Ukraine. I just said the Ukraine because for years and years we thought of it as part of that Soviet empire. And it's still hard for us to realize that a new country emerged, and a new country with old roots is fighting for freedom. So how do we face this? Well, first of all, I think this is going to be a long conflict, and not every reflection I give for however long this goes on will be about Ukraine. But I do remember the days of my youth when we prayed day by day for Northern Ireland, year by year for Northern Ireland, decade by decade, until a resolution came. And there is a danger of this becoming a long and bitter dispute. We pray that it won't. But the scriptures for Lent call us to a positive view of what Lent and fasting will be about. And these words from the prophet Isaiah struck me as I read them today. This is the prophet talking about fasting. Is not this the fast that I choose? To loose the bonds of injustice and undo the thongs of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, to break every yoke. Is it not to share your bread with the hungry and bring the homeless poor into your house? Then you will, when you see the naked, to cover them, and not to hide yourself from your own kin. Then your light shall break forth like the dawn, and your healing shall spring up quickly. Your vindicator shall go before you, and the glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. When you call, the Lord will answer, and you shall cry for help, and he will say, Here I am. If you remove the yoke from among you, the pointing of the finger, the spreading of evil. Those are extremely powerful words from Isaiah. They challenge us who were marked with the sign of the cross on Ash Wednesday, or maybe on this coming Sunday, the first Sunday in Lent. They challenge us who think about our religious observances, which may be good and fruitful this Lent, to also be people who work for justice, peace, and for the good of all, whether it is those who are in food or fuel poverty in our own country, whether it is those who are suffering the yoke of aggression or the yoke of persecution, people who are the victims of bombs in Ukraine, in the Yemen, wherever the suffering people are, God calls us to be there, to be alongside them, and to live out the love of Christ. May God bless us all.